MLK Boulevard?
MLK Boulevard?
MLK Boulevard.
MLK Boulevard.
On the boulevard of Martin Luther King.
MLK Boulevard, that was a sneak peek of the new comedy film, King Boulevard. The film takes a look at communities and perceptions around streets named after King in cities across the country. So joining us now is Earl Hardy. He is the local filmmaker who is behind this movie. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
So first, tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, the idea came about because in 2008, I was actually laid off from my position. And, you know, the market was really bad. Things were closing down. And a friend of mine lived in Chicago. And I said, hey, you know, I want to get jobs out there and apply for jobs. And I asked him to use his address. And he lived on MLK Boulevard. And we joked like, oh, man, you know, you live on MLK Boulevard. That's like a bad part of town or whatever. And that always kind of stood out to me. That kind of stuck with me. And as I began to do films and work on various film projects, that idea kind of came back to me. And I thought, like, why is it like that? What is the reason behind? Is it like a coincidence? Is it just happenstance? Well, I did the research, and I found that it's not a coincidence. There are reasons. There are political reasons, racial reasons, economical reasons why the street is what it is. So I did the film about that.
And it's really a shame that that is even part of the conversation, because the whole point of those streets is to honor Dr. King. How do you feel about the fact that that is an ongoing problem?
Yeah, it's crazy. There's this Chris Rock bit from, I think, Bigger and Blacker series where he makes a joke about King being standing for nonviolence, but the street is kind of filled with the violence a lot of the times. So it's really sad to see, but the film hopefully can bring some light to that in a fun and humorous way, but also an informative way.
So with having that humor in there, it kind of helps have the conversation and not be so heavy. Tell us about the film and what you're hoping people take away from watching it.
For sure. So in the film, there's this character, Joshua, who essentially wants to improve MLK Boulevard, but he kind of goes about it in this like funny and the wrong way, so to speak. So in the end, I want individuals to understand that we all can make a change. And sometimes we kind of wait around for this person or that organization or this group to kind of help us and support us. But a lot of times you start with just one person. You know, MLK was just one guy in the beginning, and he changed the nation, he changed the world. So we can do the same.
Yeah. Tell us about the process to get this done, because it's one thing to have an idea, but now you're at the point where it's been done, it's about to be released, and you're celebrating that. So how did you get to that point?
Anybody who wants to make a film, but it's not for the faint of heart, trust me. This is probably a 2.5 year process from finding actors, finding locations, working with caterers, working with the development team to kind of get the story together. So this is a kind of a microcosm of creative individuals, administrative individuals, people from the city that kind of work together, and it's a tough bar to get up the hill. But once you get up the hill, it's really rewarding to see it.
Well, congratulations to you for having a dream. I imagine you're pretty proud.
See what you did there.
Oh yeah, actually, no pun intended. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Indeed.
But I'd imagine you're pretty proud.
For sure. No, I'm really excited about it. I mean, to come together, everybody worked so hard, and to honor Dr. King on this kind of Juneteenth weekend, I think it really means a lot, for sure.
So tell us about that premiere that's happening this weekend and how people can be involved with that.
Sure. It's going to be at UAD Mercy Saturday. We have 2 screenings, one at 3 o'clock, the other at 6 p.m. They can come out. They can go on to Eventbrite and search a King Boulevard feature film or a King Boulevard premiere. Also, they can email me at kingboulevardfeaturefilm@gmail.com, and we can also talk about it that way.
All right, we've got that information there on the screen. How can people also watch this even beyond just the premiere? What are ways that they can
So we're
get
working
it?
on distribution right now. So once we get done with the premiere, we'll talk to various streamers, various distributors to see where the film can go.
All right, any other projects that you're working on? What's coming down the pipe next?
So we actually have a educational course designed for MLK Boulevard. A friend of mine is working on that with me as well. So it'll be geared toward middle school students as well as high school students to kind of teach them in a virtual format about MLK Boulevard and how to improve their community.
Okay,
that
so
should be out. I'm sorry to cut you off.
go ahead.
That should be out probably in the fall of this year.
Okay, and obviously you're hoping to see a change, not just here in Detroit, but just across the country. What do you hope in the future we see in terms of Martin Luther King Boulevard?
I hope to see a street that truly honors Dr. King. Now, there are some streets that do a great job of honoring him, but I want to see the totality of the streets really reflect the nonviolent perspective, the prosperity perspective, the inclusion perspective that we see that he stood for. So that's really important.
We don't want those streets to be synonymous with those negative things.
Correct.
How are people perceiving the film?
So far from the earlier screenings, they're really enjoying it. They like the humor. There's a good balance of humor and also the informative drama aspects as well. So really good.
All right, and let's run through those details one more time so people know when and where they can watch.
So Saturday from 3, one screening at 3 p.m., the other screening at 6 at University of Detroit Mercy. They can email me or go on Eventbrite, and we'll be there.
All right, thank you so much, Earl Hardy, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us here for CBS News Detroit at 7. That does it for us. We're back here live in studio at 11 o'clock for the latest news, sports, and weather anytime. Go to our website, cbsdetroit.com, the CBS News app, and Pluto TV. Don't forget to support him this weekend and catch that film. Have a good night.